So that there, what she's chewing on is would be, on you and I, it would be the sternum or breastbone of a cow. You've heard me in other videos talk about how this nice local farmer takes care of our dogs for us. And every once in a while, when one of his animals passes on, because he breeds dairy cows, so after a while, I mean, his cows get old, right? And so when they pass on, he gives them to us. We live out in the middle of nowhere, out in the country, so we can do this. People in the city wouldn't be able to do this, but I still highly recommend you folks find yourself a good poultry market and get yourself a small freezer, and then go to that poultry market. The best one are the Asian poultry markets, and the poultry vendors in the Asian markets. These folks know how to pick the food, and they're up here in Canada anyway. That I used to deal with in Hamilton. I used to drive to Hamilton and buy chicken from a chicken vendor there, and we'd get like a box of chicken necks, which weighs about 40 pounds. It would cost us $20. And we'd get a bunch of those, and a bunch of boxes full of gizzards and hearts, and then a bunch of boxes of what they call chicken backs, which are just the carcasses after they rip the breasts off. Restaurants buy these by the box so that they can make chicken stock and that sort of thing, chicken flavoring for their entrees and all that. So it's not a weird thing to be able to walk in to a chicken vendor like that and say, hey, can you get me a 20-pound box of chicken carcasses? And if they find it weird, then explain to them what it's for. Just say, hey, you know, it's those chicken carcasses that restaurants use to to make chicken stock. And they'll go, oh, okay. And you shouldn't have to pay, like if you pay $30, that, to me, that's a lot to be paying for a box of chicken carcasses, or a box of chicken necks, or a box of chicken gizzards. All of those innards, gizzards, hearts, and is it just gizzards and livers? They sell them by the boxes for, like I say, like $25, and you get a 40 pounds of it. So that's what we were normally at first feeding our dogs, was that sort of thing. And next week, there's a sheep farm in our area, and their sheep are going to start having babies, and sometimes they're stillborns. Same with the dairy farmer. Sometimes they're stillborns. So they save those stillborn calves and lambs for us, and that's the next thing we start feeding our dogs. You hear all that crunching. She's like, that's not chicken bones she's eating. Those are beef bones, and she's biting the ends off of that. She's biting those ribs right off of that rib cage there, and eating everything that's on it. Bone, gristle, tendon, everything. She can crack open a cow's leg bone and get at the marrow. Okay. Just thought you'd like to see what she can do to a rib cage. She don't mess around. Again, Wasti weighs about 120 pounds. She is a formidable animal. Truly she is. She runs like the wind. Her name means snow. Wasti. 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 It's my Wasti. Alright. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.